Now, next question is, can the brain, please listen to this, can the brain, which is millions and millions years old, so heavily conditioned, so full of all that a man has collected through centuries, and therefore is acting mechanically all the time, can that brain be free from the known? And can that brain never get old? Old in the sense physically. You understand what I'm talking about? Don't you ask these questions? Do you? Perhaps you do when you get old, when you are somewhat decrepit, when you have lost your capacity to think, you're losing your memory, and then you say, oh my God, I wish I could go back and be young again, to have a fresh mind, young mind, decisive mind. Don't you ask this sometimes? Whether this brain can lose its burden and be free and never deteriorate. Don't say yes or no. Find out. Which means, please listen if you are interested in this, which means never psychologically register anything, right? Is that, you understand? Never to register the flattery, the insult, the various forms of impositions, pressures. Never. To keep the tape completely fresh. Then it is young. Innocence means a brain that has never been wounded, right? That is innocence. That has knows no misery, conflict, sorrow, pain, all that, which is all registered in the brain. And therefore, it's always limited, old as it grows physically older. Whereas if there is no recording whatsoever psychologically, then the brain becomes extraordinarily quiet, extraordinarily fresh. This is not a hope, this is not a reward. Either you do it and discover it, or you just accept words and say, how marvelous that must be. I wish I could experience that. And you're off the mark. Whereas if you do it, you'll find out. So the brain then becomes, because of this insight, which we talked about, because of that insight, the brain cells undergo a change. It's no longer holding to memories. It's no longer the house of vast collected antiquity. Right? So that's that.